Welcome to Giselle Apparel. In this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make this two-piece outfit, skirt and top, for a 5-year-old baby girl. If this is a tutorial you are interested in, then please watch till the end. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, like our videos, comment and then share. Let's get started. So I've gone ahead to cut the pieces of fabric for my blouse. So I have here 4 pieces of fabric. This is what I'll be using for the front of this blouse, and I'll be self-lining this blouse. So 4 pieces for the front, and I have 2 pieces of fabric on fold. This is the folded end and it's folded into 4 pieces. This is what I'll also be using for the back of this blouse. The length of my fabric is 9.5 inches, and I have a width of 9 inches for the front, and then for the back I have a length of 9.5 and also a width of 7.5 inches. So I'm going to place the back piece on the front this way. You'll notice I have an excess of 1 inch here. This is what is going to be used for my button and my buttonholes later. So I'm going to fold in that 1 inch excess at the bottom of my fabric. Then I will be inputting my shoulder measurement. I'm working with half of my shoulder. I'll mark it from the side where I have the fold. I'll mark at the top 5 inches. Then I would go in from that mark by 3 inches for my chest line. I will mark that as well and connect both points with a line. The next you do is to rule a straight line across this way. This is where I'll be inputting my bust measurement. I'm going to input a quarter of my bust measurement, which is 6.5 inches on this line. I'll mark that. Then on the hem of this blouse, I'll input a quarter of my waist measurement. I'm working with 6 inches. I'll mark that and connect from the waist to touch the bust with a straight line. I will then draw in my armhole curve. And when done, I'm going to cut this out. Notice I'll be adding half an inch seam allowance on the sides, and then I will not add any seam allowance to the armhole. I'll cut this out, and when I cut it out and open it up, I'll be having 2 pieces for each sides of the front, which is a total of 4. Remember, I'll be self-lining this top. That is why I have 4 pieces for the front. These are the 4 pieces. And for the back, I have 2 pieces as well. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn the back pieces right sides facing each other, and also turn the front pieces right side facing each other. That is the lining piece on the main fabric. I'll set this aside so I can work on the straps of this top. So for the strap, I have here 2 long pieces of fabric. They are actually on fold. The width of the fabric is 2 inches, and I have a length of 7.5 inches for both of them. So I have here tiny pieces of fabric on fold. The fabric measures 3.5 inches in width and then a length of 4 inches. This is the folded end, and it's just a piece of fabric on fold. From the top, I'll mark out 2.5 inches, and then I would connect a curved line to the bottom of my fabric this way. So I mark this 2.5 on where I have the folded end. I would input 2.5 on the other piece of fabric as well, and then draw a slant curve to the bottom of my fabric. So after drawing this curve, I'm going to cut this out. I'll place them on one another so it will be easy for me to cut both at the same time. So I'll cut it out. After cutting, here it is. I have 2 pieces, one for each side of my strap. I'm going to head to my sewing machine and then stitch down the curved area, just folding about 1/4 of an inch and then stitch down to give the curved edge a clean finish. I'll repeat same for the other side. So this is a complete strap of one of them. I have finished it up, and then this is the wrong side. So I'm going to be showing you how I achieve this. So this is the part of the sleeve where I stitch around the curve. I'll place it on my strap this way, and then make sure to leave half an inch away from the sides of the bottom fabric on each side. So I'll stitch the sleeve down on the strap, and then after stitching, I'm going to just turn the strap this way and fold in 1/4 inch and further fold it to cover the sleeve, the rough edges of the sleeve cutout I have here. So I'll stitch this down from one end to the other to complete the strap of my dress. So this is the strap. I have two pieces and it is done. I'll place it on the front pieces, making sure to leave half an inch on the sides of the chest line. So I'll place them on one another. Then I will bring in the lining piece, right side facing the right side of my front piece. I'll place it on top of the front piece this way. So the strap is actually in between the two front pieces for both of them. So cover it up with the lining piece. Then I will head to my sewing machine, stitch around the armhole, making sure that you do not stitch on the strap, and I also stitch on the neckline at the top this way, and also stitch down to the bottom of my blouse this way. And I'll repeat same for the other side. Stitch from the bottom through to the neckline and also through the armhole, making sure you do not stitch on the strap. So make sure that the strap is out of the stitching allowance area. So I'll stitch this down. Then after stitching, I will just cut out the sharp corners on the sides of the front, and then create tiny notches on the neckline and on the armhole as well, so this fabric can be able to relax when I turn it to the right side of my fabric piece. So create the tiny notches on both pieces of the front. Next, I'll turn the front piece inside out. I'll turn it to the right side. So this is what my top piece looks like for the front. I'll head to my ironing table and then give this a good press. So after ironing, this is what they look like. I'm going to bring in the back pieces. I have two pieces for the back, remember. So I'll place the front piece on top of the back this way. This is the right side of the back. Place the strap on the back piece this way, leaving half an inch away from the neckline. Place the other strap on the back piece as well, and then I'm going to cover this with the lining piece for the back, same way I did for the front. So place the lining piece on top to cover it up. So we're having the strap in between both pieces of the back piece. Then you stitch down the armhole area, stitch the neckline as well, and then stitch down the other armhole, making sure the strap is not in the way of the seam allowance. So I've stitched it down. The next thing to do is to stitch down the sides. So open up the sides, both the lining piece and then the main fabric. Open the sides together and then stitch this down on the sewing machine on half an inch from one end to the other, repeating same process for the other sides of the top. So you stitch lining pieces together and then you stitch the main fabric together to complete the sides of this top. So I'm done. This is the outfit. I'm going to finish off the hem of my blouse. So to finish it off, I have a strip of fabric here. The width is 2 inches and it should be long enough so you can cover the rough edges at the bottom. So I'm going to fold the strip to the center front this way and then stitch down on 1/4 inch all around until I get to the other center front of my top. I'll stitch this down on 1/4 inch, fold in the other side and stitch down. So after stitching down, this is what they look like. The next I'll do is to fold in the edge at the rough edges this way and then bring it towards the top. I'll be top stitching this. This is how I intend to finish off the edge of the blouse. So stitch down, top stitch on top from one end to the other to complete the bottom part of my blouse. So I'll be stitching this down on my sewing machine. So I've done that, and this is the blouse. This is what the inside of the blouse looks like, and it's actually complete. I will then fix my button and my buttonholes later, but I'm going to set this aside so I can work on the skirt part of my outfit. So for the skirt, I have two pieces of fabric here. I'll be using one for the front and one for the back. The width of my fabric is 29 inches, and then the length of the fabric is 16 inches. So I'm going to form tiny pleats on the top of my fabric from one end to the other, folding your pleat, and then I'm going to stitch this pleats down on the sewing machine just to hold the pleats in place. So after pleating, I'll pleat the other piece of fabric as well, so I can have both the front and then the back complete. So I formed the pleat and I stitched down. This is what the skirt looks like for both the front and then the back. I have two pieces here. When I measure the waist after forming this pleat, I have a total length of 17.5 inches, which is very okay for this child. Next, I'm going to join the sides of the skirt together on my sewing machine. Place them on one another. Then you head to your sewing machine and then stitch the sides down to complete the skirt. So the sides have been joined together. I'm going to complete the waist of this skirt by adding in my waistband. My strip of fabric measures 1.5 inches and it's actually on fold. This is what I'll be using for the waistband. So this should be long enough to be able to fit around the skirt. So I'm going to fold the waistband into two, and when I place it on the waist of my skirt, I have an excess of about half an inch. I'll stitch this down on the sewing machine. So I'll just open the sides up and then I would stitch down on half an inch so that I can be able to complete the waistband. So I've stitched the waistband down and this is what it looks like. It is almost complete. I'm going to bring in my elastic band. I have my elastic band here. This elastic band is 1 inch in width and the entire length of the elastic is 21 inches. So I'll fold in the elastic band this way and then stitch it down on the sewing machine to join them together, and after joining, this is what it looks like. I'm going to be placing this elastic band inside the waistband I have here. So at the midsection, I'll just place and cover up the elastic band with my waistband. So place it in between the waistband, then head to your sewing machine and then stitch the bottom of this elastic band all around on half an inch. So as you are stitching, you'll be stretching the elastic band. This is the completed elastic band. This is what it looks like. It has gathered beautifully. The next I'm going to do is to attach it onto the waist of my skirt. So I'll place it on the sides and then I will stitch down on my sewing machine on half an inch all around. So while you are stitching, remember to be stretching the waistband so it can gather beautifully. So I'm done with the skirt. This is what the waistband looks like after stitching onto the skirt. So the last thing to do is to complete the hem of my skirt. I will do that by folding in about half an inch twice on the bottom and then stitch down to give the hem a clean finish. So I'm done. I have fixed my button and my buttonhole on the top. This is how beautiful my two-piece looks. This is very pretty and very simple to put together. Thank you so much for making time to watch this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, like the video, comment, and then share with your loved ones. We'll see you in our next tutorial.